Hello everyone, today we will talk about the transit Uranus. The transiting Uranus is in opposition with natal Jupiter. The way the transiting Uranus behaves in opposition with natal Jupiter depends on the position of the natal Jupiter. This transit may be more prominent in your life if you already have planets in aspect with natal Jupiter. But the basics are this. Worries and problems during this time period do not subside, because you have a feeling of motivation to get rid of limitations, obligations, and responsibilities. Even if you consciously do not acknowledge that this need for freedom works, you will find yourself distanced from other people who restrict your freedom, exploring alternative lifestyles that allow for more flexibility and freedom in your life. You are even thinking of a quick city of alternative plans that would free you from the demands of your current limitations. You are driven by a desire to expand and grow in your circle of friends, but your need is so immediate that you become impatient with delays or obstacles. Then you cling to something that seems like a happy breakup situation, but it only fills you with fear and anxiety. The desire for freedom is more pronounced than usual, but depending on your current situation, the movement towards greater freedom can take various forms: abandoning commitments and plans, going on a surprise trip, joining unverified religious groups. You are motivated to take risks and gamble with your resources, but luck is very changeable and circumstances could change without any notice. What happens to you is not entirely accidental, nor is it one-sided and positive, especially if you are careless. All of this will affect your beliefs and ideals the most, and you will want to get rid of the limiting or possessive, one way or another. The opportunity for big change will come suddenly, and in the short term. But if you expand too quickly and without adequate preparation, running energy will be very difficult to manage, and you will find a lack of support at a critical time along the way. So be careful to abruptly and stupidly separate yourself from your current situations, without thinking about things and without a plan of action. Consequently, you will have very little time to fully consider the points of change because the impulse will require a quick response. The environment will be stubborn and fight against your revolutionary ideas, and the negative position of the planet puts you in a situation where you are the ones who resist the necessary changes made by other people. Or make totally wrong decisions that soon make you dissatisfied but do not give up. From them you consciously lead yourself to self-destruction. For example, to take more freedom than you should prudently, then sell more than you should, or spend money more than you should, all based on your hopes or desires, without any documented fact. This attack on Jupiter could bring you luck and opportunity if we have a combination of positive signs involved, but this is not guaranteed without considering natal. The fact is, you now tend to go your own way, not realizing that you could hurt the feelings of others, and leave them without a proper replacement for the service you provide. Also, don't get mixed up in groups full of hippies and lavish pretense, it's really not the time for that. This revolutionary thinking of yours puts other people in a situation where they may constantly question you or try to impose restrictions on your growth, leading to even more philosophical disagreements and taking on even more uncalculated risks than you would otherwise take. Either way, the release will make you feel a great release from the tension and you will eventually be happier with the long-term situation. But it is up to you to be able to distinguish a beautiful dream from a magnificent occasion. But it's still good to know the full dimension of your circumstances, instead of relying on what you feel or hoping is true. As we have already mentioned, the desire to travel is huge, but to take such a move now will probably be very inconvenient. Even if you succeed, the chances of coming into conflict with the cultural customs of the country you visit are very great. Expect everything, just not that your trip will be boring or predictable. Your need for adventure can draw you to exotic places, and your experiences are very surprising and unexpected. In the end, when we look at it, we can see the advantages of this opposition, which will give us strength and impulse to release limited situations, but reckless actions due to unpreparedness will certainly lead you into awkward situations. By adopting a more liberal way of life, you will shock the people around you, and with your uncomfortable attitude and intolerant approach to social injustice, you will engage in a struggle to reform or improve equality, because your methods are often radical to other people. But without real reformers, nothing would ever change. so if you have carefully planned the change, and looked carefully at the possible scenarios, just go, let the river take you.